Good morning. I am not surprised that nobody is on right now. Hi, Deb. Hi, Kathy. I'm here because I love you all and I'm obligated, to be here on Saturday mornings, but I am deeply disturbed. Deb, I know you don't have TV. Kathy, Miss M, I don't know what you're watching, but some really horrible world things have happened just now. And it's very challenging for me to focus on Mandalas because I want to turn on the news. Implications of what are going on now are I'm not okay right now, Deb. I'm not okay. Donald Trump has directed an attack on Venezuela, and I believe that the president of Venezuela, who's not a good guy, and his wife have been taken, and but the implications of this is huge. The United States or Donald Trump is defying all the rules of war, all sorts of things. It is really horrible what's happening right now. So forgive me if I'm not in my head here for the 30 minutes of our Mandala universes. I want to get a reading. I did choose a reading earlier this morning that I want to share with you. So hang on a minute. Okay. Gonna wait a couple more minutes. How are you all checking in? This is a good place to be, Kathy. I agree. And I will tell you on a much, much lighter note, I attempted to make a bread last night that was different than the artisan bread that I make all the time. That's really easy. I was actually going to make a challah, a braided bread. And it didn't rise yesterday. And it was something that I made in a bag. And so I threw it into a clean trash bag. And this morning, lo and behold, it had risen and I made it and it's delicious. So, so that's a good thing. That's going on here. So Amy says, we are here to hold the hope and good spaces in this beautiful world. We see you, Carol, and thank you for being here. Thank you, Amy. I want to hear good things that are going on with all of you. Cheryl's here. Good morning, Cheryl. My stomach is turning right now. Let's ground. It's 4 minutes after. Get comfortable in where you are. And if you'd like to close your eyes, please do. And just breathe. Regardless of what humans are doing in the world goes on. The universe goes on. It's going to be a beautiful supermoon tonight. So I wanted to read about it. It's called the Cancer Supermoon. And I think I just need a minute to breathe. The Cancer supermoon arrives like a tidal wave of emotion, inviting you to soften, feel deeply, and come home to yourself. This is a powerful moment to honor your needs, tend to your heart, and release emotional patterns that no longer feel safe or supportive. Trust your intuition, nurture what matters, and allow this lunar energy to restore, protect, and gently transform you from the inside out. I can go ahead and read that again. The Cancer supermoon arrives like a tidal wave of emotion. It's coming on January 3rd today, inviting you to soften, feel deeply, and come home to yourself. This is a powerful moment to honor your needs, tend to your heart, and release emotional patterns that no longer feel safe or supportive. Trust your intuition, nurture what matters most, and allow this lunar energy to restore, protect, and gently transform you from the inside out. Elaine is here. Good morning, Elaine. Deb says, started my morning with no plans, loving a morning of butter and tea, checking in at ease, returning to simplicity. Kathy says, checking in, grateful for my home and spaces. Sam says, Cancer supermoon with an exclamation point and a beautiful moon. Amy says, I am back in the van, door open, feeling a breeze on my skin, feeling grateful. If you're watching this later, you've reached our Mandala universes. We gather every day. We check in with one another, and we draw mandalas. And mandalas simply are circles, and in those circles we can put whatever we wish. Words, designs. There's a couple of examples. And it's just for you. This was my Jenny led yesterday, and she read something that said, a path of yellow moonlight to bring you safely home. That's mine from yesterday. That's my yellow moonlight. Go ahead and draw your circle. If you want to, you can do it with an in-breath, draw half. With an out-breath, the other half. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, perfection really is not important. If you do date your mandalas, today is Saturday, January 3rd. Go ahead and draw. I think I need some quiet. If you want to make some comments, please do. and enjoy a little spot of tea. And have some peace in the moment. And enjoy my bread that I just made. Simple pleasures. To answer your question, Amy, of what kind of tea? Simple English breakfast tea with honey and half and half. So very English breakfast tea. It is delicious. Cheers to all you sisters out there across the globe. I appreciate knowing that today is the day that you are holding me. There are many days that I hold you, and it's really good to be in this circle at this moment in time. I don't know what the next few days are going to bring. But I wanted to bring this. I wanted to bring love. I saw a beautiful article about these Buddhist monks that are walking across from, Texas to Washington, D.C. And they have a little dog with them, and they're walking across the country, and all the kindness, they're walking for peace. And the kindnesses that they are receiving from people as they pass through many different towns, food, drink, a hug. It is really, really meaningful. Yep. Elaine says, so much chaos, trash, flooding, chickens. So I'll just abandon it all soon and go for a long, rainy beach walk. Oh, Elaine, it's raining. The weather's really bad there. So sorry. Amy says, Elaine, I hope you get that walk in. Miss M says, tend heart, nurture what matters, restore. Those are incredibly meaningful words, Miss M, for all of us. Tend heart, nurture what matters, restore. And I would add, give and send love to everyone that you know and to those we don't know. Kathy says, we take turns holding each other, the beauty of our circle. Indeed. Indeed. We have a lot of time, 15 minutes to draw. To chat. This hug is for each and every one of you. I do love you all so much. You have no idea. in a world that's really shaky and extremely uncertain now, I cherish our time together. I think my mandala is radiate love. Those are the words I'm going to put here. Radiate love. Miss M says, I count each of us as blessings. Thank you, Carol, for being vulnerable. And I'm receiving those hugs. I am receiving those hugs. Nurturing hugs, surrounding, holding you. Right back to you, Cheryl. And to every single person that's here, and to our friends that are not here today, that may be busy with other things. It was great to see Jenny yesterday leading, because we don't see her on a regular basis anymore, but man, she is, talk about radiating love and joy. She is the epitome of that. I'd like to find something profound to read to you, but I don't know if in these 10 minutes I'm going to find that. Again, I'm looking at the Dharma of the Princess Bride. Thank you, Cheryl. And I'm reading about your mother lineage and your father lineage. There are 3 lineages, inheriting karma and inheriting wisdom. And so it's your mother lineage, your father lineage, and um, the third lineage is ancestral lineage. But I want to read to you about mother and father lineage. I think it's really interesting. And I'll read the comments right after. First is a classic Tibetan contemplation on benefactors reminds us, is your mother lineage. Taken literally, the mother lineage represents the wisdom we each inherit from our mothers and from the maternal side of our families. Honoring the mother lineage would include paying tribute to the culture, ethnicity, religion, and wisdom of your mother's family. And ancestors is representations of your human existence. This would involve studying them and symbolically incorporating them into your spiritual practice in some way. Addressing the topic more metaphorically, the mother lineage represents the energy of the mind that is related to space and insight, the nurturing openness to accommodate whatever thought arises within your awareness, the gentle environment needed for wisdom to arise and for clarity to grow. Awareness and gentleness are the internal mother lineage. In symbolism, the mother lineage represents those beings or cultural icons who have given you examples of this sort of gentleness and accommodating wisdom. Those who have learned how to hold the space for clarity to arise. Similarly, the father lineage includes all the spiritual and cultural inheritances of your father's family that you incorporate into your practice. Moreover, the father lineage refers to all the benefactors representing fearless action and skillful means when it is time to do something brave in the world. In daily life, the father lineage is about daring and taking chances. Every break from the status quo of habit requires some bravery. And in the Tibetan system, the masculine form of energy is equated with not knowing how to engage at exactly the right moment to get a job done. When we discuss the masculine and feminine lineages, we are not looking at identified genders of people or physical embodiments, but rather at qualities of energy. Just as a battery has a masculine component and a feminine one, which together generate its full power, and just as many wisdom systems have looked at the balance of complementary energies such as yin and yang, rajas, tamas, and sattva, the masculine and feminine energies of lineage are complementary aspects of your emotional makeup. The mother and father figures swim together in your being, collaborating to create an integrated person. This goes on for quite a while, but I like that it talks about it's not literally gender, it's just energy. And that's what we all are. Kathy says, my mandala came quickly today, love through the mess. Deb says, grateful for circles that spin. And Leticia's here. Hi, Leticia. Good morning to you. She says, good morning, lovelies. And my mandala, radiate love. I've already posted the piece about the moon tonight. I've already posted that on all Mandala universes. I'll see if I get to posting this other piece about the masculine and feminine. Hi, Skyle. Skyle's here. She's saying good morning to everyone. I just want to say how grateful I am for all of you making it so easy to be vulnerable. As I was at the beginning, I feel a little better, but I do feel drawn to see what else is happening. Amy says, my mandala is a landscape painting encircled in gold with Miss M's words, tend heart, nurture what matters, restore. I think I'm going to add that to mine too. Thank you for that reminder, Amy. Miss M is saying hi to Skyla and Leticia. Skyla is saying hi, Deb. Nice to see you. And and Leticia and Skyla is saying hi to Miss M. She took it off, but it said hi, ma'am. It auto-corrected. I knew what you meant. And Elaine says, thanks, Carol and friends. I'll need to listen to the replay. Can't focus yet. We have 3 minutes left. And Deb is saying warm white hugs all around. And Pamela's here. Hi, Pamela. Just popping in. I'll watch the replay. Sending love to you, Carol. Thank you, Pamela. Miss M says beach walk will help focus, Elaine. I hope the rain doesn't prevent you from getting out there. And Pamela says warm hugs to you, Elaine. Beach walk is the best therapy. Skyle says my words flooded all around. Is it flooded up where you are too? Is it literally flooded? Or is that a figurative flood? We have just 2 minutes left. She's saying it's literally, oh wow. And I know, aren't you like near Sausalito? I think that's where you are. Miss M is sending hugs and white hearts. I give them right back to you. Cheryl says, I made a radiating heart too, amplifying love. Amplify love. I love that saying too. I'm writing everybody's words down today. Amy says, wow, Sky'll be safe out there. She also says so much love to each and every one of you. Yes. Deb says, Skyle, oh no, are you okay? Hopefully you are. Leticia says, love those words, amplifying love. And I'm going to leave you with the words of the wise women of this group. Miss M said, tend heart, nurture what matters, restore. And Cheryl said, amplifying love. May we all amplify love to the best of our abilities and spread it out to the world. I love you all. See you in the ethers and next week. Bye for now.